Hello everyone, my name is Zach and welcome to another live stream of my Writer's Workshop series. Today we are going to be actually finishing part 2 in this stream. Part 2 of book 2. Give me 1 second while I pull up my stream. Make sure everything is working properly. Testing. Okay, good. I'm getting paranoid at this point that one day my epidemic sounds will not be working properly. Okay, so we're gonna be right at the conclusion of one character's character arc. His character's name is Daniel. He kind of had a minor role in book 1, but he kind of starts the character arc in book 1, but he finishes it in here. So I like the concept of kind of like putting your trust in the wrong people and just kind of learning too late. And it's kind of like also analyzes as a concept of family, because Daniel kind of views this antagonistic organization as his surrogate family, even though they don't feel the same about him. So let's see here. Actually, hold on. And pull up my stream again. Just making sure. Let's see. Go ahead and copy and paste this expedition here. We're gonna be expanding on it. Let's see. Okay, that's done. Go ahead and expand this.
Funny how it gets when you know what you know. They ain't got a soul with somebody trap, yo. Learning detachment, I'm one with the flow. I done it my own way, I know what I know. I follow the source, just learn to let go. Not my problem, not mine to solve. Calling, staring, it turns into gold. I swear, yeah, on this path, not on my own. Yeah, got my G's in the zone. Got my G's in the zone. Got my G's in the zone, yeah, yeah. Got my G's in the zone. Got my G's in the zone. Got my G's in the zone, yeah, yeah. Got my G's in the zone. Got my G's in the zone. Black tie, everything, head to toe. Out here chilling and billing with my bro. Levels to the path, I'm just trying to do the most. Say less, I can feel what's real and what's false. And there's levels to the game that you're never gonna see. Those places better off you're never gonna be. Run away, yeah, from this concrete jungle. You know the dream just be by the sea. Grind every day, yeah, ready to rumble. Got up every time I stumble, yeah. Grind every day, yeah, ready to rumble. Got up every time I stumble, yeah. Break dead with the gang. Frequency increase every time we had. Had to see it to believe it, yeah. Let me land, then you know it.
Hold on.
With a plan, I connect like a contactless reader. I'm not Julius, you can call me Caesar. Seize all the moments I wouldn't want them either. Shooting all memories, yeah, to the ether. Something she's dead, you can definitely keep her. I don't wanna be rude, I don't wanna either. Ruled by the Lord of War gets deeper. Wolves in the flag like the arena. Yeah, got my G's in the zone. Got my G's in the zone. Got my G's in the zone, yeah, yeah. Got my G's in the zone. Got my G's in the zone. Got my G's in the zone, yeah, yeah. Got my G's in the zone. Got my G's in the zone. Zone, 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 zone. I got my G's in the zone, 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 zone. Got my G's in the zone. I got my G's in the zone, 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 zone.
Okay, let's see. Let's go ahead and put a comma there, and let's also go ahead and go back to our outline, cross this out. Go and copy and paste this dialogue. Okay, let's see. Break is starting in 10 minutes. Okay, let's see. Gonna go back to our outline. Gonna copy and paste this. Yeah, I'm actually gonna bring this down a bit, and we're gonna expand this next position.
Destruction.
about your problems. I just wanna figure how to solve them. I just wanna show you that I got them. I just wanna heal all your traumas. I know it's a lot to give, but give me something tonight. Baby, I just need substance tonight, yeah. Baby, I've been out here wildin', scheming. Please give me something to believe in, I need it. I've been trying to get you to myself cause I'm greedy. Please give me something to believe in. I might fall in love in this club tonight. Tell me what to do when it feels so right. I might fall in love in this club tonight. Tell me where to move if you coming tonight. I might fall in love in this club tonight. Tell me what to do.
Okay, see.
I might fall in love in this club tonight.
Daniel, Simon turn to face Daniel, comma. Covered in blood. Yeah, distant, comma. I don't know why you changed that. Microsoft Word, that wasn't correct. That's not correct. Thick, I think.
And I hope this shit gon' fill my void tonight. I hope you save me from what I've been feeling like, and I'm feeling right. Yeah, I might fall in
Okay, let's go back to the dialogue.
what to do when it feels so right. I might fall in love in this club tonight. Tell me where to move if you coming.
Correct this.
I might fall in love in this club tonight.
I don't know why I made a mistake of constantly misspelling Lilith's name. Actually, that's fine there. Ad break is starting in 5 seconds. Hold on. There we go. Okay, let's see. Go back to this and cross this out. And copy and paste this. This run on the sentence. The leader Simon, whom Daniel had a lot of respect for, apparently viewed him to be expendable. Yeah, this run on sentence. This is a period, and I can move this, that. Okay, there's something that I want to do. I have something in German, I quote in German, saying Gates der Gut, which is meant to be are you alright? I'm butchering that. And I want to see.
Keep them cards close to my chest, all of my circle, one of the best. Cops round me, I'm not talking pets, talking animals, there's no vets. GP don't know nothing with vets. He's on Google, you know how it gets. UK living in London, rents, but out here, yeah, spitting bars on deck.
I want ChatGPT.
Putting my hours, paid off debts. Old school winding like cassettes, but we got the family, my cadets. Show me a move, what's next? Turn up the set like life is a board of chess. Show me a move, what's next? That turn up the set, you bet. We write it, yeah, we bake it, yeah, it's legendary. Greatness only, yeah, you know this crowd is heavy. When the energy is
Okay, I'm getting something different here.
when the mindset is active, tell them please don't tempt me. Yeah, we write it, yeah, we bake it, yeah, it's legendary. Greatness only, yeah, you know this crown is heavy. When the energy
Okay, that was weird. I got a bit of lag.
give me motivation,
I got a lot of lag.
yeah, under all
Uh,
know who you are. Done this so much, I see it
I hope that means my stream is okay.
I raise the bar, art of timing, know what's there. Clocks go back, but things still there. Uncut gem,
Gonna be a good.
moment always there. Problem is that I always care. I can switch that off if I need to, yeah. Greatness only,
Stop it.
rest of the crumble.
You get out of this. Bad ad. Go away.
Greatness only, yeah, you know this crowd is heavy. When the energy is warrior, yo, how you gonna get me? When the mindset is active, tell them please don't tempt me. Yeah, we write it, yeah, we bake it.
What the fuck? They're supposed to tell me
Greatness only,
what this means.
when the energy is warrior, yo, how you gonna get me? When the mindset
Hold on.
please don't tempt me. How you gonna
Hold on. Trying to find a
get on track?
reliable source.
Direct me, how you gonna help me? How you gonna deal with that? Be common sense and facts. Good love, good food, big bags. No wasting time in that, yeah, no
I
wasting.
think that's correct. I'm seeing a lot of.
Tell me, how you gonna get on
The
track?
problem is with the language.
Gonna help me,
There's actually different languages, especially foreign languages.
no wasting time in that, yeah.
Some phrases, like say "Are you alright?" I noticed have different translations. That essentially is meaning the same thing. Like the first thing I went to, which is like you see, to friends and family and children, gate as der Gut. To strangers, elders, or in professional settings, gate as in Gut. This do okay is for someone just took a spill. And all's good is a quick casual check-in. So all these different like type of things for different types of the things. I don't think English has something similar to that. So I think what I actually want is Gate is Il Einen Gut. I'm probably butchering the German language and I do apologize for that. That's what I probably need. Let's also go ahead and go back to this. It's so weird to me how, and the Japanese has the same thing. Japanese has the same exact thing. And it's one of the things I think that I will really struggle with if I were trying to learn language like Japanese. Like, they have like a formal part of Japanese and they have an informal part of Japanese. The informal part is like when you're speaking Japanese to friends. But there's a formal part where you have to speak a specific type of Japanese to people of authority, to family members, all this kind of stuff. And that's something that I think that I will really kind of struggle with. Because if I were to use Japanese, I would probably default to the casual Japanese. I would probably say something that would be offensive to a police officer in Japan. Because I'm saying something that I didn't realize was a casual form, the informal form of Japanese, when I should have used a formal form of Japanese. If that makes sense to you, and that's something that I know for a fucking fact I'm going to get wrong. If I were to learn a language like Japanese that has these different types of variations, or that has these different types of variations for how the language can be spoken, I'll probably get things completely mixed up and I'll say the wrong words, wrong phrases in the wrong situations. Because it's just so freaking hard. Hey, Jessica. Good. Doing well. Let's see. It's going pretty well. I'm actually about ready to finish part 2 of book 2 right now. Yeah, sure. What do you want to ask? See. I'm saying I need to buy some home groceries. I am not gonna be hiring anyone new, and I think that's just fucking scummy for people to do that kind of shit. Because I'm not interested in hiring anyone new, and I think the fact that you are just trying to like guilt trip me into paying you for something is just such a scumbag thing. Just please do not do that shit. That is so scummy. Jesus Christ, I fucking hate that shit. Scammers are just so fucking stupid. Jesus. I'm literally not even gonna deal with scammers. That fucking person, I'm pretty sure she was a follower. That fucking person literally just came in to try and guilt trip me into working with her. I just fucking hate that fucking shit so much. I fucking hate that shit so much. I have no problem with artists trying to like get clients and trying to like, get blah 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 blah. I have no problem with that. Do not fucking guilt trip people into paying you for services that they don't even need. That is just so fucking scummy. And these fucking shithead scammers do this shit all the time, and it pisses me off. I literally just banned that person from chat because she just fucking did the most scummiest thing ever. I know she did that before in the past, so I'm not gonna deal with her anymore. If she is just that much of a fucking scumbag scammer, then she can just fuck off and die. I don't mean that literally, I'm just overreacting. Really do apologize for saying die like that. I didn't actually mean that she should die, I just mean that she should just go away. Just stop fucking harassing people. Stop fucking harassing streamers for shit that they don't even need. I fucking hate that shit so much, and I should not have said die, and I'm sorry about that. I misspoke. Because saying something like that could get you in a lot of trouble. Especially if someone follows through. I really do apologize for saying die like that. I just meant F off and leave me alone. Okay, I just realized I'm kind of doing something. I was kind of info dumping. Let's see. I may need to rewrite this. Daniel felt some reflects on what the boy said. It seemed the language barrier within heaven did not cover this village, as it was a common issue. Outbreak is starting in 10 minutes. Let's see. Oh, what the fuck did you just do? No, stop it. I need to go back to this scene here. This does not seem like it's shit. Daniel felt reflecting on what the boy said. It seemed the language barrier within heaven did not cover this village as it was a common issue. The language barrier of heaven was not designed well, and it was one of the many problems within heaven. People had to accept it as a part of life. Some people say the barrier was created by God, but as Daniel worked within the primal order, he was privy to some forms of knowledge. The barrier was made by Jehovah, the person God used to be. Some people within the primal order viewed God and Jehovah to be the same, but as Daniel worked with them recently, it was clear that God was a separate entity. It was clear to Daniel that God sought to remedy the mistakes he made as Jehovah, but from his experience, God was misguided in how to fix those mistakes. It seems though that God was right. Yeah. So what I'm concerned with, what I had before was info dump. And if you, especially when you're writing a story from the perspective of another character, you have to write exposition that is from the perspective of that character. If you have a paragraph explaining like the history of the nation or whatever, and you're following like a boy, the character you're following is a boy, like a 10-year-old boy, the boy would have no like interest in history. But there are some books, like I'm pretty sure the Lord of the Rings books, that does that type of thing well, but it's generally a bad idea to info dump like that, and it's generally more acceptable to kind of rephrase that into the perspective of the character. And I think I did just that. I think that's fine. I am actually going to, I'm not gonna sour mood now because of that person. I'm in a sour mood now because of what that person did. So I'm gonna be wrapping up the stream, just kind of calm myself down. I'm still kind of upset with that fucking asshole. Then I clean some stuff up real quick. I encounter fucking shithead scammers so many times, and it's just, it is such a fucking scumbag thing to do. To just say, oh hey, I can't pay for groceries, my mother is sick and she's dying in the hospital, I need money to pay for her. If you have to guilt trip someone in order to get people to pay for your shitty art, you shouldn't be an artist. Fucking pursue another job. Don't fucking guilt trip you into paying for your bullshit. I fucking hate that shit so much. That's what that person did is such a fucking scumbag thing to do. I just don't understand why people think that that's okay. Like, that's just so scummy. Any case, to bring this down, I'll just... How did I mess that up? I'm gonna go to end the stream here. I'm not gonna do my outro. That fucking person is gonna kill my enjoyment on this, so I'm done. I'm gonna be in the stream here.